everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Browns coming in at 1-9, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 9-1.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Sammy Coates now to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, highly decorated out of Stanford, Kevin Hogan.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, you're not just looking for height from your cornerbacks. You're looking for length in order to combat the tall wide receivers that they have to play against each and every week. And Artie Burns has all of that. In addition, he has the ability to change direction and make plays on the football in the air. And finally, he's a willing tackler, which is really key for cornerbacks today.
To throw on third down. Hogan. Hard throw, incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10. Yoder. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Yoder under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From From the gun, Yoder. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Hogan. Going to throw right side here, complete. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Hogan. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, it's Hawkins, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 70 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yoder. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Yoder. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, Yoder. Goes underneath for Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
To throw on 2nd down, Yoder. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Second down now after the pass completion. Hogan now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down. Hogan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw. Hogan. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yoder. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, Yoder, a screen to Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Yoder. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Body Calhoun. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of.
And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 1st down. Hogan, and this is incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Hogan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the gun. Hogan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 39!
From the gun, Yoder. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Kevin Hogan getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. To throw on 2nd down. Hogan. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On 3rd down, it's Hawkins. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. This is Bell on the dump off. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the gun on 3rd down, Yoder. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Yoder throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will story. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he puts it through. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Looking to throw on second down. Hogan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. 3-19!
Now back to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
A final shot before break. Hogan trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Steelers have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Late in the first quarter, they'll go with the run here, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. Steelers take the early lead. Now to early in the second. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Ellis is reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the pick. Hunt's got the reception, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 43-yard line. Steelers line up at the 8. The quick pass and completion is made, and he caps off the 2-play drive with a score. The lead now at 14. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Dennis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. After the penalty, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Looking to throw, and that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Now,
To throw on 2nd down. Hogan, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Hogan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
on second down, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Out of the gun now on third down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick-6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Browns on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Hogan. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On first down, Hogan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Hogan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Hogan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
The give is to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A give to Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it with Bell. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on second down. Hogan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hogan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Hogan. And some space here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! 3-19!
Operating from the gun, Hogan. And this one's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again, Hogan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. From the gun, Hogan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Room here to run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.